All right. I know how certain people feel about squat depth. Some people treat it as if it's more important than the amount of weight that you're squatting itself. If you have good form, then it's more important than squatting heavy, which I think is kind of ridiculous. I do think squat depth super important though, and I do want to know what you guys think. This is the most I've ever done. 325 pounds for 3 sets of 5. My back was hurting for a while after this. This was recorded a few days ago. I haven't had a chance to upload it. But my back was really hurting after squatting this amount of weight. If you can look at my depth, it looks like I'm getting pretty much at parallel. It's kind of difficult to see, but I do get a side angle, and the depth police can come at me. Tell me what you think. I definitely don't get full depth that I usually get. But this is a PR for me for a set of 5. 325 pounds. So it feels really good. I did like 325 before, maybe a month ago, and I was doing like 10 sets of 2. Or I think I did like 8 sets of 2. And then, yeah, I did 15 reps, but they're in sets of 2, which is just not how you're supposed to squat. Anyway, I did feel a little tightness in my hips while I was doing them, but that's kind of normal. I warmed up a little bit more, tried to get my hips a little bit more open, and it didn't impair me from doing 325 pounds. But yeah, I feel really good. I'm going to go for 330. I'm going to do a set of 10 and see how much I can do there. But yeah, I'm going to go for 330 soon. I'm gaining weight again. I'm at like 196 pounds. So I'm gaining weight slowly but surely. See, now with the side angle, you can really see it. I'm getting it. I'm getting that depth. I've seen some people do like 405 pounds, and they just have some of the worst depth I've ever seen in my life. I do think that squat depth's important. There are like a lot of irregularities, abnormalities in my form. I think especially when it comes to like my hips, like I go closer to my right side while I squat. And I think that's due to the tightness I have in my hips. It is what it is, you know. I'm here to squat heavy, not make this look like a work of art every single rep. Whether or not this passes a powerlifting, criteria, I don't think so. I don't think this is powerlifting criteria. Like the hip crest below the knee, I think it's just a little bit above parallel, but it is getting good depth. It's not a half-ass squat. But I do know how certain people on the internet are about squat technique. You know, they care more about the squat technique than the amount of weight on the bar. So let me know what you think. I'm really proud of myself, and I'm not going to let anyone take that away from me. 325 pounds. And you know what? I feel like I got a lot of momentum now. I feel like I can do 330 very soon. But that's kind of it. I definitely felt it in my back. Doing all those heavy deadlifts has really helped me. I feel good about those heavy deadlifts. My back, it feels like it's taking to the point of exhaustion when I'm doing these squats. You can see that's like my back kind of falters, to maintain that upright position while I'm doing these. You know, you can kind of see at certain points it jerks down and I have to jerk it back up. You know, it's difficult. And honestly, I think another big thing is my central nervous system feels like I'm getting crushed. So that panic of not being able to breathe, it made me feel great. Like I still feel good a few days later. I was able to do something this difficult and not die immediately. I mean, yeah, you just look at me. I was dying. But doing hard shit and not dying, really makes you feel good. And honestly, I can talk a little bit more about this later because I ran out of footage, but lifting it's a constant reminder that lifting is never easy, you know? The constant treadmill of you hit a new PR, you can just add more weight on and you'll have just as terrible of a day as you did 2 months ago. Even if you get stronger, you just add more weights and you'll still feel terrible. Some ways it makes you feel good, some ways it makes you feel terrible, but I'm really enjoying it, you know. I feel good about myself for the first time in a long time. Okay, bye.